Thanks, Shaka. Thousands of government officials, journalists, civil society organizations, participants from the academia and private sectors are gathering at the World Bank IMF meetings to discuss the global economy and international development. Well, this leads us to our question of the week, which asks, what sub-Saharan African development projects are most in need of World Bank financing? Well, before we begin, I'd like to thank all of you for using our social media platforms to communicate with us. And another reminder that we are tweeting live today. Use the hashtag VOA Spring Meetings. If you haven't yet, please follow us at VOA Shaka. Speaking of it, let's go to a tweet from Tony, who says, transport, electricity, and water, which is vital for survival, as well as interactions. And through this, education can also be easily accessed. Very interesting. Well, we have another tweet from Otega Esemwere, who says, this whole borrowed monies will be looted back to Europe and other parts of the world, but not in Africa. African politicians are evil. Well, let's go to our comment of the week from Simon Ojour, who writes, the World Bank is already financing strategic African projects in energy, education, and infrastructure, specifically roads. These projects are key to economic development and prosperity. However, the problem is the nauseating corruption that's inside our African nations. In Uganda, the World Bank has suspended new lending due to corruption and improper use of funds. Very interesting. Well, let's go to another comment from Facebook fan Haji in Sierra Leone, who says, Africans should not be given cash to finance development projects. Our leaders use the cash to buy weapons to kill their own people, to suppress democracy. Also, they can become presidents for life. All right. Well, our last Facebook comment comes from Shafi Mohammed Igal from Somalia. He says, I think Africa needs special development projects that invest in its youth, especially those youth who have skills to create job opportunities. Very interesting. Well, thank you, everyone, for submitting your comments to us. A reminder that we appreciate all the audience feedback, so please keep them coming. And if you're a new fan, drop us a line at africatv@voanews.com. Once again, our email address is africatv@voanews.com, or post your comment on our Facebook page. Enter the keyword Straight Talk Africa.